This is my host family in Uruguay, Colombia, Vietnam, Brunei, Brazil. Those are not the only places I did local family stay, but I did it in almost 30 plus countries. Staying with local families will let you get a deeper insight into the local culture through your host, which you cannot find in any book. Today, I am going to teach you how to look for them. Hi everyone, my name is Trisha, and for the past 10 years, I've been traveling and staying with local families. I first started staying with local families because I wanted to save in accommodations, and apart from that, I want to immerse myself in local culture. So for example, I was in Colombia for 90 days and I didn't want to stay in a hostel at that time. I wanted to know the country on a deeper level, so I decided to find local host families. I know it's a bit weird to live with someone you don't know, and you've asked me a bunch of times how I can be comfortable with this lifestyle. But let me tell you that my best experiences are from staying with local families. There are a lot of websites that offer local family stays, but it comes with a fee. To tell you honestly, I don't believe paying for experience. I believe this should come naturally. I also believe a local family should not have a program on how to show their culture. There are also many benefits of staying with local families. For example, when I stayed with local families in Uruguay, in Argentina, in Brazil, not Brazil, Brazil speaks Portuguese, and Colombia, let's say, in Ecuador, I learned Spanish very easily because it was my environment. I put myself in an environment where nobody spoke English. So today I'm very fluent in Spanish, just speaking, conversation, and I could write Spanish too. And most of that learnings are from my local family stay. I did not go to a Spanish school to learn Spanish. It's just mostly street Spanish, as we say it here, like it's modismos. Modismos, it's like modismos. Modismo is like expressions, slang, sorry, yeah. Modismo in Spanish is expressions, and we say that if you learn Spanish on the streets. Now let's get to it. How do we find host families abroad easily and without paying for anything? Traveling long term, I love Couchsurfing. But Couchsurfing is a form of cultural exchange between travelers where you send a request to someone from a particular country that you want to visit, and you ask if you can stay with them for free in exchange of, learning something, cultural exchange. It could be language, cooking, whatever. Couchsurfing is a really great community, and I've been with them for 10 years. I am not paid to promote them, but I just really, really like how genuine and how many friends I've made with Couchsurfing. However, Couchsurfing is not a place to look for host families, and here's how I did it. So I looked for a host in Couchsurfing Uruguay. More often than not, Couchsurfing hosts who regularly receive surfers live alone. I checked the profiles of the Uruguayan hosts to see who are receiving surfers at the moment. To every person I wrote, I clearly stated that I am looking for a host living with their families. I received a bunch of replies that didn't understand what I was looking for. Luckily, one cool dude told me he lives with his family. In his message, he also stated the house setting, how many siblings he has, and what his parents do for a living. I have a bunch of friends in Brazil who I met while Couchsurfing. I asked one of my friends if she knows someone who can accept me as a guest for a couple of weeks, and luckily, she did. I stayed with her aunt who lives alone in a big cow farm, a bit south of Brazil, where I helped in feeding, milking the cows, and every farming task you can think of. Additionally, the aunt didn't speak English, so I had to battle my way to learn Portuguese. And I did. Next, Facebook groups. For the past 10 years that I'm traveling, I'm a member of over 100 Facebook groups in every country. Facebook groups are very easy to navigate because it's kind of private, There is a circle where you can ask your questions, and the group names are very, very particular with the topics. I am amazed how much joining Facebook groups have helped me a lot in this journey. Today, I am a member of over 100 Facebook groups, and it's the main vehicle for any questions I may have while traveling. I found my host family in Argentina by posting in Argentina Backpackers group in a span of minutes. I taught a whole family English while staying with them. I had my own room, they fed me well, and I stayed with them for 1.5 months. And finally, you can easily find host families by just being friendly. And what do I mean by that? It's so broad. I am a naturally talkative person and I like speaking to different people. My first host family experience I found through just talking to locals on the streets. The thing is, I'm traveling long term, so I am staying in places for a long time, enough for me to develop contacts. And then once I have those contacts, I just tell them, hi, can your family host me? I know it's very upfront, but you will be surprised how many people will say yes. There is really not a trick for this because it depends on your rapport with the other people. Personally, I just ask straight to the point. Can you host me? Can you house me? I want to learn how to cook from your mother or from your grandmother. I want to stay with you guys. And sometimes I offer something in return. For example, I can teach you about photography, blogging, or speaking English. You know, you just need to make an exchange. But most of the time, people don't really ask anything in return. You will be surprised by the kindness of the world if you go out there and try. And of course, if you don't ask, you don't get. Aside from having accommodations and eating for free, what's in it for you when you stay with host families? So, what's in it for you? A tangible experience. You will learn how to speak another language fluently.
No, para que a ver si traigo mi pasaporte. Es un sol, ¿no? Toma.
Un sol. ¿No quieres tomar un café?
No, es muy tarde. Gracias.
No, temprano dirás.
How they serve food in a different way, and how they live their life on a daily basis. You will understand the meaning of we are all different culturally, but we are all the same, and that is just amazing. My best advice when looking for a host family abroad: write with honesty. Tell them what you are expecting from this experience and what you can contribute in exchange. You can tell them you can share your culture by cooking food from your country or teaching them a bit of your language. Tell them about your family, and if you have a chance, introduce them via Skype. It doesn't matter if they don't speak English. If there's one important thing I learned from staying with local families, is that love is the language of the world. They will give that to you unconditionally. Up until today, I am in contact with my host families and they are quite updated about everything I am doing and about to do. They're like my real family now, and one of them is even listed as an emergency contact just in case something happens to me while traveling Latin America. I would also like to talk more about exchanges. Like I said, they don't necessarily ask about something in return, but you know, you can just offer something that you have. For example, your skill, or cooking, or you know, offering help in the house. It would be really nice to do this cultural exchange in a more meaningful way by giving something in return. Sometimes it's very hard to write to strangers. I've compiled all my templates, email templates and message templates for Couchsurfing or any other host family platforms for you to catch the attention of a host family. Just go to psmonmyway.com. They're on the description of this video, and you can download these modules and use it for your personal travels. That's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe to get more free travel courses like this. Have a great week. Hi everyone, how are you doing? I hope you are safe wherever you are. Thank you for watching this video. I'd like to let everyone know that for a limited time, my travel courses are offered for free. All you have to do is go to psmonmyway.com/travel courses online, and you can access lots of courses for free. I hope you're using your time wisely in this quarantine period. So this is a good time for us to go to school, and you know, once the pandemic is over, and we hope it will be over soon, we can all travel again, and we're more prepared this time. Have a great week and see you next week.